it's absolutely undeniable that this year has been far from what's been scheduled. Even take this summer currently. It's supposed to be New Year's Eve, lots of sun, getting sunburn and all that, and it's severely overcast, hence the coat. But regardless, there's been enough talk, there's been enough misery about this year, so let's go on to the things that truly matter, South Melbourne. And what do we, as the Ladies Active supporters, have installed, or at least planned, for 2021? So, first of all, we'd like to thank all those who've actually contributed to the LAS, both in our terms of success and community spirit, both from this year, the nice difficult years, and our developments. So, of course, to all of you, to all who play a part, and to all who love and live South Melbourne, have the happiest New Year's, and of course, stay safe. Now, we all hope that everyone is safe, always healthy, you're sound, and you're eager for football this year coming. Now, while we have been thrown a curveball in the last 12 hours or so, well, at least in terms of recording, we're going to carry on with this and just pretend everything is okay, because that's the only way to look forward. So, first off the bat, I think it's fair to say that we shouldn't expect anything below the top half of the table. There's only 8 clubs in it for this season, as it's supposed to be for this year. And we believe that, well, really it shouldn't be any excuses. We've got the talent, both at a senior standard, but also those younger players who are coming up, who are making their debuts, who are making the impact at a senior footballing level. We have got the talent, we've got the capability, and we've got the support. We shouldn't be expecting anything less than a top 4 finish. Now, of course, we're going to have to fill in quite a major gap for next season with the announced departure of Jamie Pollock, going back home to the United States, eventually anyway. Of course, we wish Jamie all the best with her future, and that she'll always be a part of our club and our community. So, of course, all the best, Jamie. Now, this, of course, leads me on to the questions of our squads for next season. Now, at this stage, it is still a bit early on, and we generally don't know who's staying, who's going. At least, nothing entirely set beyond the departure of Pollock. Now, this at least gives us a bit of time, a bit of room to think a bit beyond, have a bit of ambition, because we may as well. Now, the W League kicking off, it gives us opportunities to look for more established players who might not have a connection with our club, but might be able to come in. Certainly, for example, within this year gone, we had Kat Goff, for example, who was making her way through Melbourne City, coming into South Melbourne, or back into South Melbourne, should be said, as a rather surprise Hall of Fame figure, but Hall of Fame nonetheless. Now, of course, speaking of the W League, we've got a very strong presence currently with Melbourne Victory, with both Natalie Martineau, we've got Tiff Eliadis, and we've also got former player Liz Stavana, making their impact for the season. Well, trying to anyway. Now, why Eliadis comes and goes a little bit for us currently, Martineau is very much almost part of the brickwork. Stefano, it's been a while since we've had her in a South Melbourne shirt. Why not? I mean, you've seen this later. Gives you something to do for the winter. We're showing we all get community football back. But here we go. So yes, certainly we think we should be targeting big names, big players, as long as that's going to bring quality and a strong footballing presence within the league for 2021. Now, of course, promotion from lower ranks is certainly best for us, and we always see that, and we will see that throughout the season because things happen, injuries come and go. But yes, certainly this year coming out of all years, we need to be focusing on a strong, stable squad that we can go out and do something brilliant with. I think this year we had a fantastic squad built by Samuel Young, and of course next season coming 2021 we're going to have that same again. So why not keep looking forward to get our peak? And speaking of hitting our peak, we of course need someone who has the talent, has the know-how, has the respect of her fellow teammates, and of course someone who knows what it means to wear and play for this shirt, play for our club. Which brings me to the next point of our formal announcements, at least endorsements, for who we want to see as our captain for the 2021 season and hopefully beyond that. And we'd like to throw our hat in the ring for Natalie Martineau as our next captain. Now, of course, we all know Natalie. Everyone knows Natalie. We know what she can do, both as a player, both as teammate, but also someone who supports all sides of our season-long campaigns, both on the pitch and off the pitch. And throughout her injury spell, we saw her week in, week out, down with the team and making her presence known. So, certainly, it is almost impossible to conceive how we can't go, we would like to say, of Natalie as our next captain. Of course, it is our decision, but nonetheless, we would like to place our support behind Martineau. Furthermore, we certainly hope that we can have an earlier and longer pre-season. This will certainly allow our squad to get together, gel a bit, and also give time, allowance at least, for Martineau, if he was to come in as captain, to able to take the reins and ensure a strong squad unity. Now, in regards to our present dynamic, more in our role as LAS, we would like to go above and beyond for next year. Now, yes, this year we tried a few things, didn't quite work out, but you're going to try these things, and for next year we hope there's going to be the opportunity and the means for us to really push upon our ambition for our fan TV contribution. Now, first of all, we'd like to see more exclusive content from ourselves, in which we help you as our community get to know more about the team to know a bit more about the community, and continue to increase these bonds that have really started to kick off the ground. Now, this could just be our typical interview series, which has always been a little bit serious, a little bit comic, but after all, rather nice balance, at least. Well, I think so. Now, as ambition-wise, I think we can take that up a notch still, where they have maybe longer, more in-depth interviews, both particularly, say, in a player signing situation, where we play a presence in just bring in new players and making themselves known. I think this is an easy way, an easy platform where our players can be a bit more flexible in how they want to present themselves, how they want to say, as there's always expectations, at least from a club perspective, on what they can and cannot publish. So let's this ease it a bit, and yeah, just have a bit of fun with things. And in addition to that, we'd like to start providing match interviews. Now, of course, we can't do that without matches to go to, but nonetheless, we'd like to bring those, or at least have a match recaps at the very basic. We'll have to wait and see. Now, of course, we also like to continue to build upon our groundwork that already pre-exists. More of the same, higher quality and higher quantity. So hopefully we'll be able to get those out soon as possible. Now, furthermore, again, just going back to the elephant in the room, for our final point for this video at least, we are one club, we are one family, and of course, that means we need to take things on together as a family, whether it is supporting the team and not just, say, our senior men or our junior players from a more familial, as in direct family presence. And so, regardless of what happens, we are a family, we are a club, and shit does happen. Be it by our own making, both on the field, or whatever, or beyond our capacity, as with the ongoing crisis, I think it's fair to say. So, regardless of what happens, we're going to be there to lend support, and we hope you can be there as well, and just to help build our presence as a community, no matter what happens. So overall, just a bit of closure. There's certainly a great deal to look forward to for the coming year, both in terms of football and whatever else comes. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully we'll have reasons to celebrate in the very near future. And of course, we hope you can join us for every step of that journey. Otherwise, it is another year gone, and as always, Gia Panther, Elas Mavernus.